Rubs an octave tingle guttural, vibrating drone. The sound of a record static is heavy here, like falling dirt. Under immense pressure. There is only the rhythmic rope sound, the distant muffled sound of a crow calling. The slow out effect increases, the audio begins to wobble in pitch, making the creaking sound nauseating and unstable. Can you hear the wood splintering, savvy under the station? One by one, the sounds drop out. First the wind, then the hum. Sound of a rope being cut, a sharp snip, followed by a heavy muffled thud in the grass.
I've been scrubbing at the devil's clothes, down where the muddy river flows. I got lye in my skin and ash in my hair, trying to wash away the weight of despair. The water's turning black, the water's turning gray, but I'm gonna find a way to scrub rub the sin away. I put my pride in a boiling pot. I gave the Lord every sin I got. The rubboard singing a jagged tune underneath a white and a witness moon. My knuckles are bleeding, but my spirit is high. I'm gonna wash my soul till it matches the sky. Oh, give me that wash of redemption. Scrub out the lie and the dark intention. Hope is bitter, but the spirit is sweet. I'm dancing on the wood with my weary feet. Lord, I look down at the bubbles and the foam and wash this tired old daughter home. Oh, give me that wash of redemption. Scrub out the lie and the dark intention. The soap is bitter, but the spirit is sweet. I'm dancing on the wood with my weary feet. Lord, look down at the bubbles and the foam and wash this tired old daughter home. Ooh, the preacher's in the parlor with the Bible in his hand, but I'm out on the porch with the grit in the sand. He's talking about the streets made of shimmering gold, but I'm just trying to keep the damp from the mold. You can't find grace in a velvet chair. You gotta find it in the steam and the heavy air. I took the shirt of a man who lied and I wrung it till the truth came out inside. I took the dress of a woman of the night and I bleached it till it turned to holy white. If you wanna be clean, you gotta pay the cost. Between the boiling water and the morning frost, oh, dip it in the water, wring it out dry, hang it on the wire beneath the holy eye. The stains are deep, but the Lord is deeper. I am my brother's laundry keeper. So bring me your rain, bring me your shade. I'll scrub them all out in the master's name. I'll beat the metal till the neighbors complain that there's a Holy Ghost dancing in the pouring rain. The tub is ringing like a silver bell, ringing out the news to the gates of hell. Oh, give me that washed up redemption. Scrub out the lie and the dark intentions. But the spirit is sweet. Lord, look down at the bubbles and the foam and wash this tired old daughter home. There's a big white house where the wind don't blow, where the curtains are silk and the lanterns glow, and they eat their cake with a silver spoon by the light of a private velvet moon. But out in the furrow where the briars bleed, we're choking on the dust of the master's greed.
I found a spoon in the turnip row, lost by the big house a long time ago. It was tarnished and bent and turned to gray, like the hope of a man at the end of the day. I held it up to the sun so bright, and it looked like a tooth in the mouth of the night.
Oh, there's silver spoons in the red, red dirt, digging out a living in a burlap shirt. The gold stays up where the air is fine, but the lead stays down in the Georgia pine. The big house is tall and the ditch is deep, and the Lord is a fast, fast asleep.
Master's daughter got a dress of lace with a veil to hide her pretty cold face. But my daughter's walking in her brother's shoes with her heart already heavy with the hard luck blues. She's sifting through the clay for a shiny thing while the master's bell begins to ring.
I took that spoon to the blacksmith's forge, and I felt the hunger in my empty gorge. I said, beat this silver into a jagged knife, so I can cut a piece of a better life. But the silver just melted in the hickory flame, leaving nothing behind but a nameless shame.
Music drops to a near silent hum. The only sound is a rhythmic muffled thump, like a heartbeat heard through water. The vocals become a series of bitter whispered exhales. Keep it still. The dirt is red because the dirt is fed on the bones of the men in the master's shed.
So keep your silver and keep your lace. I'm gonna stay here in this low down place until the rain comes down and the river climbs to wash away the pride of these bitter times. One day the mud is gonna rise so high that the big house will be the first to die. Oh, there's silver spoons in the red, red dirt, digging out a living in a burlap shirt. The gold stays up where the air is fine, but the lead stays down in the Georgia pine. The big house is tall and the ditch is deep, and the Lord is a fast, fast asleep. The gold stays up where the air is fine, but the lead stays down in the Georgia pine. The big house is tall and the ditch is deep, and the Lord is a fast, fast asleep. He walked out past the withered corn in the hour before the dust was born. I let the rope slip through my hand to find the heartbeat of the land, but the pulley sang a rusted cry on the night the well ran dry. I leaned my head against the stones and heard the rattle of the valley's bones. The mud is turned to a jagged crust, and the silver bucket is full of dust. I whispered a prayer to the water vein, but the only answer was the wind's refrain. Oh, the cup is empty and the tongue is thick, and the Lord is playing a thirsty trick. Dig a
decay ends into the hiss. My mother's garden is a graveyard now of broken stalks and a broken plow. She tried to weep to wet the seed, but the sun is a giant with a heavy greed. It drank the river and it drank the creek, and it left the mighty just as humble as the weak. I heard the frogs in the neighbor's pond singing of a world that's gone beyond. Then one by one they fell to sleep in a grave the cracked up clay will keep. The shadow of the hawk is the only shade in the desert that the master made. Here's only raining scritch, scritch of leaves and the sound of a dry whistling wind. The singer begins a rhythmic, breathless chant, sounding exhausted. Dust in the cradle, dust in the bed, dust in the mouth of the newly dead. So take your gold and take your pride. There ain't no place for a thirst to hide when the sky turns black with a dirt cloud wall and the rain man refuses to make his call. I'm gonna lay down where the spring used to be and let the hollow earth swallow me. Oh, the cup is empty and the tongue is thick and the Lord is playing a thirsty trick. Dig a little deeper in the burning sand to find the spirit of a parched out land. There's a hole in the earth and a hole in the sky. Ever since the night the well ran dry. All's a dark descending and the die is spent. The Lord is playing a thirsty trick. Dig a little deeper in the burning sand to find the spirit of a parched out land. There's a hole in the earth and a hole in the sky. Ever since the night the well ran dry.
The sun is a furnace in a field of stone. Lord have mercy. Breaking the spirit and the marrow bone. Lord have mercy. I got a shadow that's chained to my feet. Lord have mercy. Walking a line where the dust and the misery meet. Lord have mercy. The captain's got a whip made of hickory and hide. Hey. Trying to see what a man's got inside. Hey. He can take my sweat and he can take my time. Hey. But he can't wash away the dirt of my crime. Hey. Oh, it's cold iron and holy water, drinking the tears of a lost son and daughter. The chain is a binding, the gospel is free. One keeps the body, the other keeps me in the bottom of the ditch where the clay is so red. I'm praying for the living and I'm singing for the dead. I saw a white bird on a prison farm fence. He didn't have a nickel, didn't have no sense. He flew to the west where the sky turns to blue. Lord, I wish I had wings just to follow him too. They promised us a rest when the Sabbath comes round, but the Sabbath's just a hole in the ground. I'm washing my face in a rusty old tin, but the holy water won't soak through the skin. They promised us a rest in a Sabbath cry, but the Sabbath's just a hole in the sky. I'm washing my face in a rusty old tin, but the holy water won't soak through the skin. The rhythm slows down to a near halt, the clanking becomes more distant. The lead vocal drops to a low, gravelly whisper over a humming group drone. The iron is cold, the water is deep. I've got a promise that I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna keep. So hit the rock hard till the sparks start to fly. I'm gonna be a free man before I die. If not in the valley, then under the sun. I'm taking my chains to the courthouse of God. Oh, it's cold iron and holy water, drinking the tears of a lost son and daughter. The chain is a binding, the gospel is free. One keeps the body, the other keeps me. In the bottom of the ditch where the clay is so red, I'm praying for the living and I'm singing for the dead. Cold iron, holy water, holy water, holy water.
The screen door's hanging by a single rusted wire, and the moths are dancing around a low wildfire. The yellow light is casting shadows on the pine, marking out the minutes of this life of mine. I'm sitting in the glow where the bugs come to die, watching the midnight crawl across the sky. My shoes are on the floor, but my spirit's in the weeds, searching for a garden and a handful of seeds. I heard the radiator breathing in the hall, talking to the pictures hanging on the wall. But out here on the porch, the air is thick and still, waiting for a wind that'll never have its fill. Oh, I'm living in a porchlight purgatory, the middle of a chapter, the end of the story. Between the dark of the woods and the light of the room, I'm weaving a shroud on a stationary loom. Not quite leaving, but I can't quite stay, just waiting for the night to turn into gray. The road out front is a ribbon of tar that don't go nowhere and it don't go far. I saw a pair of headlights about an hour ago, but they faded out fast in the valley below. Every time I stand up, the wood begins to groan, and reminding me I'm made of the same heavy bone. I got a radio playing in a room in the back, hissing like a snake on a lonesome track. It's playing
I try to hum along, but the words get stuck in the mud and the rust of a broken down truck. Don't wake the dog, keep the spark. The light is yellow, the heart is mellow, just a ghost on a chair. So let the moths beat their wings on the glass, and let the slow heavy hours start to pass. I'll be right here when the kerosene is gone, waiting for the mercy of a silent dawn. The tube is aglow and the humming is deep in a house that's forgotten the meaning of sleep. Oh, I'm living in a porchlight purgatory, the middle of a chapter, the end of the story. Between the dark of the woods and the light of the room, I'm weaving a shroud on a stationary loom. Not quite leaving, but I can't quite stay, just waiting for the night to turn into gray. Porchlight Purgatory, the middle of a chapter, the end of a story. Between the dark of the woods and the light of the room, I'm weaving a shroud on a stationary loom. I'm not quite leaving, but I can't quite stay, just waiting for the night to turn into gray. I'm sewing black silk by the light of a spark, binding my heart to the edge of the dark. The needle is silver, the thread is a sigh, and the moon is watching with a cold glassy eye. I'm making a garment to cover my grief and hide away the summer like a withered up leaf. They say that the garden is a blooming in white, but everything's gray in the middle of the night. I walk through the thistles and I walk through the veg to find the thin line that the memories stretch. The cedar is heavy with the scent of the clay where they laid my sweet darling at the end of the day. Oh, wrap me up in the willow's weeds, planting my sorrow like a handful of seeds. The world is a turning, but I'm standing still like the old wooden cross on the top of the hill. No color for the spirit, no light for the soul, just the black of the fabric and the depth of the hole. I took all the ribbons and I took all the lace, and I threw them away from this hollow out place. The mirrors are covered with a heavy dark veil, and the tea in the kettle is bitter and stale. The
chair's moving, but nobody's there. Just the weight of the absence in the humid cold air. I heard a bird singing in the dead of the wood. I'd stop him from singing if I only could. For the music is cruel when the heart is a stone, and the path to the valley is a path for the lone. My fingers are stained with the dye of the gown as the sun, like a lead weight, begins to sink down. 1 stitch for the morning, 2 for the night, 3 for the ghost who died in the light, 4 for the silence, 5 for the weeds, 6 for the heart that nevermore bleeds. So come all you sisters who have walked in the black. There ain't no use in a looking on back. The iron is cold and the fire is spent, and the spirit is weary from where it was bent. I'll wear this dark shadow till I'm laid in the ground, where the widow and the weeds are finally found. Oh, wrap me up in the widow's weeds, planting my sorrow like a handful of seeds. The world is a turning, but I'm standing still like the old wooden cross on the top of the hill. No color for the spirit, no light for the soul, just the black of the fabric and the depth of the hole.
The binding is broken and the pages are thin, stained by the thumbs of a century sin. I'm looking for a verse on the edge of the sheet to guide the direction of my wandering feet. But the moths had a feast on the amazing grace, leaving nothing but holes in a holy place. The choir is empty and the rafters are gray, and the preacher's been gone since the middle of May. We're sitting on benches that are starting to rot, singing to a God that the world has struck God. I struck a high C, but the hammer just clicked, like a heart that's been weary and a soul that's been tricked. Oh, sing from the moth-eaten hymnal tonight, by the flicker and the ghost of a kerosene light. The words are all missing, the melody's torn like the raggedy shirt that the Savior has worn. It's a broken down gospel for a broken down soul, trying to make the fragmented spirit feel whole. There's a hole in the hallelujah on page
page 64, where the silverfish ate through the word of the Lord. I tried to remember how the chorus should go, but the memory is shallow and the river is low. We're just humming the gaps where the ink used to be, in a dark timbered room by the edge of the sea. The blessed assurance is a tattered up rag, and the old rugged cross has started to sag. But there's a beauty in the parts that the insects have left, in the silence of the paper, in the holy made cleft. You don't need the ink and you don't need the line to know that the water has turned into wine. The paper is dust, dust to dust. The music is rust, rust to rust. The spirit is found in the gaps of the sound. So turn to the end where the paper is wide, and write your own prayer for the middle of night. It don't have to rhyme and it don't have to sing, it just has to fly on a moth-eaten wing. The piano is quiet, the hammer is still, but the hum of the faithful is climbing the hill. Oh, sing from the moth-eaten hymnal tonight, by the flicker and the ghost of a kerosene light. The words are all missing, the melody's torn like the raggedy shirt that the Savior has worn. It's a broken down gospel for a broken down soul, trying to make the fragmented spirit feel whole. Pivanio strikes one final dissonant low note that rings out and warps in pitch. The group humming fades into a single high-pitched whistle of air through the piano's casing. The record hiss becomes overwhelming. The lights go in. The lights go in. Spectacles are broken and the kerosene is low, and it's been a long season since I had a place to go. The rocker's in the corner and the fire's turned to grey, watching all my kinfolk slowly drift away. I reached out for the promise on the table by my bed, but I found a layer of the world there instead. There's dust on the Bible, it's thick as winter snow, hiding all the chapters that I used to know. The gold is getting tarnished on the edge of every page, just like the tired spirit of a woman of my age. I tried to blow it off, but my breath was just a sigh, and the dust stayed to settle like a mote in a holy eye. Oh, the word is waiting beneath the heavy grip, but I'm too tired to open up and read a part of it. Lord, can you hear me through the silence of the room before the evening shadows start to weave a final loom? The dust is
is on the cover, but the spirit's in the bone. And I'm just waiting for to go to my home. Oh, wordless, shaky hum. The sound of the record needle hitting a deep scratch create a rhythmic tick, 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 tick. I remember how my mama used to hold it in her lap before she fell asleep, and in the great river's gap she'd read about the mansion and the street of shining glass while watching all the troubles of the valley slowly pass. But her hands are in the garden and her voice is in the wind, and the dust is all that's left of where the glory used to begin. I saw a spider spinning round the prophet's heavy name, building up a kingdom that the winner's gonna claim. He don't know the power of the lightning or the rod, he's just making him a mention on the letterhead of God. I'd brush him to the floorboards, but I haven't got the strength to measure out the sorrow of a lifetime's weary length. Clean the glass, find the light, the day is a passing to the night. So let the dust stay settled till the angel comes to call and knocks the heavy shadows from the parlor and the wall. He won't need no spectacles to see what's in my heart. He'll know the holy finish from the lonesome lowly start. I'll leave the book closed on the table by the door, and I won't have to worry about the dusting anymore. Oh, the word is waiting beneath the heavy grit, but I'm too tired to open up and read a part of it. Lord, can you hear me through the silence of the room before the evening shadows start to weave a final loom? The dust is on the cover, but the spirit's in the bone, and I'm just waiting for to go to my home. Play me game, the sound, the record, it takes aggression to the night. It's getting dark. Where's the lamp? The record needle drags across a final deep scratch, and the audio dissolves into a rhythmic mechanical pop, 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 pop.